Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some kind of bad news for all the PlayStation 5 owners out there, and also the future of some games coming out on the PlayStation 5. So kind of sit back, relax, and talk about this one, because we know that Microsoft may have actually gotten a nice little deal on some stuff, and also that means that we'll have a little bit less games for us to go and play up on the PlayStation 5. So welcome all you guys to the brand new video. We have a lot to go and talk about. We also had a lot of really good restocks all throughout today as well. So if you guys did have a chance to go to any cool PS5 restocks overall today, leave a comment down below and definitely let me know. We had the Target drop we were covering. We also had some other smaller drops, PS Directs, etc. So if any of you guys are part of the usual community, definitely leave a comment down below. I know some of you guys did not actually have a chance to go get one, but don't worry about it. We'll try our best to get you guys one soon. So make sure you guys are subscribed with that. We'll probably be setting up another PS5 giveaway in the very near future as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed for that. Just preemptively, if you guys are new, we're going to hook you guys up with one of those subs. Pop up the notifications if you guys like all the Sony news, Sony videos, etc. Leave a like if you guys enjoy as well. We always have the Twitter and Twitch stream. A link down below if you guys want to follow. The Amazon link for the PS5 if you guys want to go check and see if there's warehouse sales or any restocks in general. And the Weeble, you sign up for Weeble and you deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. And Coinbase, if you guys go buy $100 with any cryptocurrency, you guys go get free Bitcoin. Always linked down below. So we have a lot to go and kind of cover on this video. We have two major parts to kind of look at for and kind of give you guys some overall major gaming news. So overall, it's kind of good for Microsoft, but kind of bad for Sony and the PlayStation 5. Now, if you guys do or just got a PlayStation 5, don't worry. We have a lot of really good exclusives, and also there is some rumors that they may come back to them in the future as well, or for PC. But I do know a lot of you guys also have both consoles, the PlayStation 5 or Xbox, or already also have PC too as well. Myself, I have a computer and my PS5, so it kind of works out okay for me. If any of you guys are going to be buying both consoles in the future, it should work out fine. But it is somewhat bad news as well for the PlayStation boys, especially for someone like me who enjoys these games. So let's go dive into the actual news itself. So if you guys have actually not had a chance to go and see, this is like kind of part one, we have new information kind of touch on in, is that Microsoft officially did go and buy Bethesda. If you guys don't know Bethesda's a major launcher where they've come to a lot of different games, most notably more so for Skyrim and also for the Fallout games, and also some other pretty big ones too as well, such as Wolfenstein. But we also have some major big games that are also going to be coming out in the near future as well, such as Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield, and maybe even more Fallout games in the future for the next iteration on that. And those all might be turning into Xbox exclusives. So I'm going to touch on some of this news, and overall, I think it's kind of bad in general. You guys are going to kind of talk about that throughout the video itself. As always, I always like to hear your thoughts down below too as well. So if you guys did not know, Microsoft did go and spend $7.5 billion for buying Bethesda. And there's a lot when this kind of comes to this in general. I'm going to tell you guys and how it affects games that are on the way, etc. too as well throughout the video. But basically, we do have the confirmation from the Xbox big boy boss, Phil Spencer, which basically did go and say that it is now complete. Basically, the European Union basically had to go and confirm that it's all okay, and basically the European Commission was approving the deal, saying like there's no major issues, no monopolies, etc. And as well, it's also kind of bad because once again we do see some very famous words over here. So let me just go read the sentence. Spencer also confirmed that some upcoming games from Bethesda, which develops the Fallout and Elder Scrolls series, will be exclusive to Xbox and PC. Elder Scrolls 6 was announced in 2016. I'm sure you guys probably heard about that. Same with the Starfield, which was basically just like little teaser trailers, nothing super drastic, but we did hear about it. We saw some crazy stuff back in the day. But a lot of these things are now pointing towards the fact that basically Elder Scrolls and Starfield are going to be Xbox exclusives. So if you guys are PlayStation or pure Sony boys and you guys like those types of games, that might be kind of bad. But as well, for me, I'm usually more of a PC guy, or I know a lot of you guys will buy both, so it's not the worst news. And of course, usually competition is always good because it makes Sony make better games as well. But I will say I'm a little bit sad on that. As well, also, if in case you guys didn't actually hear the news, if you guys are Xbox boys, they also will be adding all the additional Bethesda games to Xbox Game Pass, I believe as of like right now. I believe it's already been out. This article's like from a day or so. So basically, I think with that, you could have a chance to play a lot of cool games, such as like Doom Eternal, Elder Scrolls, Dishonored, they're all over here as well. And some of the other upcoming games too as well will also be mixed on in as well, such as, Ghostwire Tokyo and stuff like that. So that's some kind of good news if you guys have an Xbox or computer, but kind of bad news as well, taking away those games from the PlayStation. I do also want to go and touch on this because I'm sure people will be curious. If there are games on the way being made from Bethesda, such as games like, if you want to go maybe look at like, say, like what's that one game? I feel like I should know like this. It's like the one game that looks like Dishonored. I feel like I'm gonna regret this in a few seconds over here. Deathloop, there we go. So like games like that are still gonna be coming out on the PlayStation 5, even if they do have some tie-ins to as well with Bethesda. But it is kind of some bad news as well, because any future games, now that this acquisition has happened, is, well, gonna be more so on Xbox. So it's really bad news for PlayStation boys, but as I mentioned, if you have a PC or both, it's no big deal. So I want to go touch on this article as well over from Comic Book Mixed On In, which basically is also talking about the Elder Scrolls and Starfield, which we touched on. And it's pretty much confirmed that as of now, they're not going to be dropping on the PlayStation 5, which makes me sad because, as you guys know, if you guys watch my Twitch streams, I love Genshin. I love like role-playing games, RPG games, and these games especially are great. I played Fallout. I played all the Fallouts. I love Skyrim, etc. And I also like playing games like Final Fantasy 14, so not too good. Basically, it's saying the Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield probably aren't releasing that on PS5 or any platform that doesn't offer the Xbox Game Pass, which, once again, though, you guys can't play that on a computer. In other words, to play the two games from Bethesda Game Studios, you will need to cop a gaming PC or own an Xbox console, which, once again, kind of not good news for the PlayStation boys. After being cagey about what the Xbox acquisition for Bethesda means for future Bethesda releases, today Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, more or less confirmed that games are not tied down, contractually already probably won't be coming to PlayStation 5. In other words, while Bethesda's next couple of games, such as the PS5 console exclusives, Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo, are still coming to the PlayStation 5, this shouldn't be used as an example for the policy going forward. It's probably just because Sony already had contracts with them beforehand, they have to go up, like have to fulfill the contracts either way, and now since Xbox bought it, they do not want to have those things up on the PS5. There's no reason to. There's also a few rumors also saying that they could have also possibly been given those games to as well to Sony, maybe in the future, like a year or so later, like a timed exclusive. That's a big rumor. I kind of don't think they're going to do that. We'll maybe see in like a year from now and how they're going to handle some of these releases. I do also want to go and touch on too, they want people on the Xbox Game Pass even 3 years from now, 5 years from now, because it's a monthly recurring payment as well. And also, just a little bit of a side note, I would love if Sony did something like this as well. You guys want to leave a comment down below, you guys can. I would love if Sony literally did the same similar thing where they had like a nice like Sony Game Pass or PS5 Game Pass, where they basically had all the new exclusives and also old games mixed on in. I would love that so much. So right now, Phil Spencer and co. are leaving the door open ever so slightly, but today the Xbox boss did definitively say that the Xbox is dedicated to releasing exclusive games on platforms where the Xbox Game Pass lives, so there's no way, the Xbox Game Pass coming out on PS5. So obviously I can't sit here and say every Bethesda game is exclusive, because I know that's not true, said Spencer. There are contractual obligations that we're going to go and see through. We always do in these every one of these instances. We also have games that exist on every platform as well, which makes sense. They have games on computer, you have games up on other things as well, even on the Switch as well, makes sense. But yeah, they're going to try to support those games these platforms they're on, but in the future there might either be contractual things, so basically them buying Xbox buying Bethesda, or other things as well, like contracts actually go and die on out. So, it's like after 5 years or so. So very cool thing. I mean, like, it's cool for Game Pass users. I have a computer, so I'm kind of happy to hear this, because that means I can go and basically play all these new games that come out on the Xbox Game Pass for like $15. So I don't have to go pay the $60 or $70, which I do think is very, very pro-consumer, and I do like the fact that I have a gaming computer and Xbox myself for it. But it does kind of stink for anyone out there with the PlayStation, because that means now you can't play games like the new Starfield, maybe a new Fallout in the future, the new Elder Scrolls games, or any of the previous games, such as the Wolfenstein games and stuff like that, for free or cheap if you have the Game Pass. So a little bit sad, a little bit kind of sad over here, boys, but yeah, it's not 100% like definitive that you're not gonna be able to go play things, even touching this in the article, saying like for the Elder Scrolls 6 or Starfield or both. But I'd probably go and say, as of right now, if they do ever have those games, and I'm very much looking forward to Elder Scrolls 6 or Starfield, I think a lot of those will be more so either purely on Xbox Game Pass, etc., or just timed exclusives. So think maybe like a year or so for Xbox, which is definitely not what I like to go in here in general. But overall, boys, we're kind of in the middle over here. This can kind of go either way. I would love, definitely, you'll love hearing your thoughts down below. As I mentioned, kind of bad news for the PlayStation boys to lose something like Bethesda, but also, in my somewhat biased opinion, I do think a lot of the Bethesda games recently have been pretty buggy. I think a good example is Fallout 76, so it's not too much of a major loss for a lot of the PlayStation boys out there, but it is a little bit, hopefully the games themselves will only be timed exclusives, so people who only own a PlayStation in the future can also have a chance to go play games such as Starfield or, Elder Scrolls 6 if they do come out in the near future. But overall, it is kind of nice, I think, for overall gamers, because competition is always very good, as well as for someone like me. I do have a computer and a PlayStation. I like strategically did that just so I can actually go and play all the Xbox games on my computer, as well as also enjoy my stuff on the PlayStation as well. But it does kind of stink if you only have a PlayStation. But on the bright side, there's a lot of really good Sony exclusives out there, and it also kind of goes and basically makes Sony want to make even more games, or maybe possibly go and try to compete and buy out more game studios as well. So very cool stuff and very interesting stuff. A little bit sad though for the PS5 boys, but I think overall good for gaming, because it does go and drive more competition. And hopefully with Xbox owning Bethesda, they will have a little bit more better quality control over their games. We don't have another crazy Fallout 76 mess and disaster also happen. But that's pretty much about it. I want to give you guys updates on this because it is kind of really big gaming news, as well as I mentioned, kind of sad news for the PlayStation boys, but that's okay. The console is still awesome, and a lot of really cool Sony exclusives such as God of War, Ratchet and Clank, etc. will definitely be amazing, so don't feel too bad about that. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Have a good rest of your nights. We had a lot of really good restock news all throughout today. We'll have probably even more restock news all throughout tomorrow as well. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys all so much for watching, for hanging, for chilling. You guys are all amazing. I'll see you guys up in the next one. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys are subscribed, especially for Sony news, restock news, etc., or for the future PS5 giveaway. Pop on notifications if you guys like. Comment down below your thoughts. The Twitter and Twitch stream always linked down below. The Amazon link for the PS5 if you guys want to go and check and see. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. And also Coinbase if you guys buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin as well. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys up in the next one.